Hey everybody, what's going on? What's up Arcane, what's up Newhouser, Satellite Sun, 2-Hit Artie Winkle. Hi everybody, happy Saturday. I hope you're doing well. I am doing lovely. I'm having a wonderful Saturday. And I hope you are too. Not the least reason why. This music is definitely a thing that's happening. I figured since we're doing Super Nintendo games tonight, I would throw on a Super NES playlist. And I clicked on one that I've never tried before, Upbeat Super NES. And the second song is apparently from NBA Live 96, which I never played and I had no idea it had such a block rockin' beat to it. I don't think there's a worse console name than the Virtual Boy. Work Boy is definitely up there. Of course, it's not a console, it's technically a peripheral. But still, I mean, how appealing do you find the concept of a Work Boy? Anyway, yeah, Work Boy on a Saturday stream sucks. Xbox One. Actually, our Dominic, you make an excellent point. They called the third Xbox the Xbox One. Takes a special kind of idiocy to do that. Reminds me, way back, y'all might not even remember, but Jesus Christ, like approximately 1 million years ago, in the early days of the iPhone, I believe the third iPhone was not called the iPhone 3, it was called the new iPhone, or something idiotic like that. From the iPhone 4, they realized, yeah, we should just number this shit. But there is an iPhone that was not properly numbered, because for a brief moment in history, they were morons. Oh my god, Library Man, thank you so much for subscribing. 25 months, that's over 2 years. I can math. I don't want my bone to be sad. Xbox One S All Digital Edition, aka the X-Bone sad. I have to wonder, honestly, as memey as that name is, I can't help but wonder if that actually helped their marketing. Because everybody was familiar with the X-Bone. People were talking about the X-Bone all the time. So, you think they did that one on purpose? But Library Man just started coming to streams a little while ago, right? Dom, I can't bring myself to tell you the truth here. It's been a while. We've been at this for some time, as it turns out. The very new X-Bone already, all digital is definitely done knowingly. Hello, Bacon Copter. Fart to you as well. A hearty fart, even. Internet's been giving you fits all week. I'm sorry to hear that. That's a pain and sucks and should be fixed. It's an iPhone 3G. I have one. There's no iPhone 2 and they skipped 9. Did they skip the 9? Huh. Why does that happen? Because Windows skipped 9 also, didn't it? It went 7, 8, 10, right? Why do they do that? Like some numbering schemes, I get that. Like buildings that don't have a 13th floor, or in Japan, buildings don't have a 4th floor because one of the ways you pronounce for she also means death. So yeah, why do tech things have this propensity to skip 9? It took so long for Mega Man 9 to be made. Well, yeah, for ages it seemed like they were just gonna stop at 8, yeah? Microsoft has a weird obsession with the letter X, probably couldn't wait. That makes sense. As much as anything would make sense in this context, I suppose. ActiveX, DirectX, Xbox, true. Well, okay, but then, since you mentioned DirectX, DirectX 9 was like the big DirectX for some time, so. Yeah, they don't call it Windows X, they do call it Windows. Well, they had Windows XP. I think that bears consideration. Yeah, an iPhone didn't have a 10, they had the X. That's true. Scared about scaring away the German market? It's like Valve and their complete and utter aversion to the number 3. Like, they simply cannot take any of their series to the 3rd iteration, at least in an official capacity. I think it's so funny. I think it's so funny that they made Half-Life, they made Half-Life 2, and then instead of Half-Life 3, they made Half-Life 2 Episode 1, and then they made Half-Life 2 Episode 2, and then that was it. Half-Life Alyx, if you want to count that one, but it's like every time they came up upon 3, they're like, nah, nope, gotta do something else. Half-Life Alyx specifically set in the passive way being the sequential 3rd anything. Yeah, it's amazing. Who knows? Maybe Gaben's parents were killed by the number 3 somehow. I don't know. I'm just speculating. Anyway, chat. All right. Reminders of things. What's going on? What's happening? What's doing? Okay. October Community Night is open right now. Throw in your coins if you would like to determine one of our horror game nights next month. Next month is going to be all horror nights. It's going to be wall-to-wall horror. All kinds of horror, granted. But if you want chat, if you want the community to decide one of those, you want to throw in your coins to that. Have you ever danced with a numeral in the pale moonlight? What's up, Shadows? And Eva, I see you there. Hello. Next Tuesday. On Monday, we're getting back to Dungeon Keeper, but Tuesday, we're dipping back out again. Gloomwood enters early access, and I'm very, very excited about that game. We're going to play it all night. Same as we did with Dread Delusion. Take a long first look at it. Community Night this month is going to happen on the 16th. It's a little different than normal community nights. Y'all are going to be picking fan games from the Sage 2022 Online Expo. And then I will put them on a wheel and we will spin it many times and play many games. Y'all have been posting some links to fan games in our Discord channel devoted to this. Some of them look really good. Like, I'm getting really excited about this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So there's that. Also, if you ever want to throw in a suggestion for a weird old game, throw it onto the spreadsheet. Now, a quick reminder though. The weird old horror games that we're going to play next month are not necessarily going to come from the spreadsheet. You're more than welcome to throw anything and everything on there. But the terrors that y'all have been collecting over the last several months are going to be used for you to nominate and vote on games for us to play next month. And I will hopefully get more into what that means and how that's going to work next week. I got some behind-the-scenes stuff to set up. I got some bot wrangling to do to make sure it can handle the concept I have. But once I get that all ironed out, that's how we're going to be handling that. So ultimately, y'all are going to be deciding the entire schedule for October, albeit democratically. But community night, it's subjective democracy, that one. However y'all want to work it. So I think that covers it. I think that's the preamble done. So now we can talk about the magazine. So I'm sure most, if not all of you, were here on Thursday. We went through. Hang on here. We went through Darkwing Duck. Darkwing Duck was solid. Darkwing Duck was a good time. We played a chunk of Wacky Race until I got bored with it. Also a very solid platformer, just not a whole lot going on there. RoboCop 3 is a crime against humanity, but I wouldn't call it the same degree crime that RoboCops 1 and 2 were. So we survived, at least. Batman Return of the Joker was shockingly... Batman Return of the Joker was a land of contrasts. It was extremely high quality in its animations and presentation, but had some fantastically questionable gameplay. However, every time I started complaining about it, I would get further and further into it, so I don't know. Wasn't that an Ocean game? I believe it was, yes. I believe it was. And then we played the 4-in-1 Fun Pack, and I won a game of chess. No, I got owned at chess. I beat the computer at checkers, and then I got just like buried under the house in Reversi. So, and that, my friends, brings us to the Workboy. So we're gonna talk about the Workboy. We're gonna spend some time chatting about this would-be creation, and then we're gonna crack into some Super NES games, and that is going to last us, I'm sure, the rest of the evening, possibly longer. So, Wacky Racing was an impressively inoffensive game devoid of inspiration. Yeah, that about sums it up. More interesting stuff about Wacky Racing was the company behind it? Yes, definitely. All right, where was... Oh, man, I am getting good at this. I'm getting real good at this. I was 2 pages off. That was it. And I didn't play backgammon because I don't know how to play backgammon, and I haven't learned how to play backgammon in the last 48 hours, so don't bother asking. The people demand backgammon. The people can sit the fuck down. I remember watching a documentary about how hard Ocean competed for that license. Ocean doesn't make a lot of games I actually like, but knowing they tried to put polish into Batman games. Backgammon sounds like a really fun kaiju movie about a monster called Gemlin. Alright, chat. Behold the Workboy. Whoever said Game Boy doesn't have a practical side never used the Workboy from FabTech. The software, keyboard, and stand combined to convert Game Boys into micro workstations with more than a dozen useful functions, like a 5-language mini translator and a 255-year appointment book. Wow. Wow. They thought people were going to be using this thing in the 22nd century. Clearly, FabTech is looking ahead in the future. You'll be able to download database info directly from your computer to the Workboy's battery-backed up memory. Do you think anyone who worked on this believed what they were saying about it? Do you really think anyone had any faith that it would do the thing that they said it would do? This rules. Actually, I know a lot of people that like this retro style. I would kill for this. I would kill to have a physical one of these. However, I need to tell you all up front, this was never actually released. Okay? There is no Workboy software for me. I don't have a Workboy ROM. We can't experience all of this ourselves. And I sure as hell don't have the keyboard because I believe only prototypes of it exist. But yes. Montague Weston, in conjunction with FabTech Incorporated, had this insane idea in 1992 that you could turn the Game Boy into basically a proto-laptop. That business people like that, this dashing young fellow here, would actually use for their job, for their work. I want to type on the keyboard. I do too. It looks like he destroyed a company. Yeah, PDAs, imagine someone had that idea a little early and then fell down the stairs and stabbed themselves with the idea. I know, right, Cragger? This is the only place I've ever heard of the Workboy. And believe me, this is seared into my memory because just imagine a 9-year-old Oddish thumbing through the pages of Nintendo Power and then coming across this. In 1992, I mean, this was an insane concept. This was such a cool idea. To a child, oh my god, I could turn my Game Boy into a computer. This is incredible. Holy shit. Have fun writing up a report on that. I bet I can't handle typing faster than 25 words per minute. Yeah, imagine, I mean, you've seen the delay. I remember when we were using like the Info Boy stuff, the dictionaries and the address books and the travel guides and stuff. I remember the insane delay whenever you wanted to look up anything on it. Proto-teledildonics. I love the word teledildonics so much. We want to take a deeper look at Peeps Run. Do You Know Gaming found one of the last 2 remaining prototypes and interviewed the dude behind it on their channel. Yes, if this is fascinating to y'all in the least, heartily encourage you to go check that out. Do You Know Gaming does a lot of really cool exposés on lost and obscure gaming stuff, and I mean, you don't get much more lost and obscure than the Work Boy, seriously. So definitely check out their video on it. You can dial phone numbers. Could have been a cool mini Mac had it been made and was not slow as shit. Yeah, I can only assume that this thing just ran like garbage. Well, okay, let's go through what it actually does, like what they're proposing to you here. It looks like it has, okay, so you can see, I'm gonna live up here. I am the Work Boy now. I am the Work Boy who survived. You can see over here on the top right, it's basically got 12 apps within it, essentially. It can dial phone numbers. No, it can't, which is, actually it can. Actually, they explain how this works. We'll jump to this one real quick. Phone. The Work Boy can auto dial from a list of telephone numbers in the address book database. Hold the mouthpiece of the phone to the Game Boy speaker, then auto dial. So it would do it through the tones. Just like an early 90s hacker would have. In addition to that amazing piece of productivity, it's got a local clock. Workboy keeps track of the time, showing a traditional clock and the date. Amazing. At last, the Game Boy can tell you what time it is. Clock function also allows you to set an alarm or to reset the time. I'm curious about the alarm. I assume it only works if it's on. So you would have to leave your Game Boy on from the moment you set the alarm to when it's supposed to go off, right? Do you know Gaming Vid is definitely worth a watch if you're interested? Alright, Daybook. Keep track of all your important appointments using the Daybook function. Sometimes hard to remember all the things you have to do, like getting a gift for dad. So I see here it's got view date and set date. It numbers your appointments. You can make, clear, edit, next, previous, quit. 19th February 1992, 6 a.m. Priority alarm countdown, 7 days. Buy Dad a Work Boy for Father's Day. Thank you so much for the link. Yeah, y'all definitely check that out. I truly want to be a Work Boy now. This is fun. My speakers have gone to shit, so stream. I'm on your TV. Hi, Lodra High's house. How's it going? Look, Ma, I'm on TV. I finally made it. Temperature. Hot or cold, convert Fahrenheit temperatures into Celsius or vice versa. So apparently the temperature app doesn't actually measure the temperature. It lets you convert between Celsius and Fahrenheit. Control menus. Clear stored records or change your home city. Oh, so this is just like the options, basically. Fellow TV streamer. Calendar. Look ahead or back in time. What are you doing Friday the 13th, January 1995? Not working on your Work Boy, I can tell you that. So this is a calendar with no storage or productivity offerings whatsoever. It's just literally a calendar you look at. Exchange. Use the exchange conversion function to change your bucks into 6 other currencies. Okay, I see a problem here. How long did they think the exchange app was going to be useful? Exactly. Otis is larger than life when he goes full screen. I will dominate your TV set. I will control the horizontal and the vertical. Yeah, the money market changes daily. What was the concept here? Oh, you put the values in manually? Wait, then what's the fucking point? If you just... So it'll convert for you if you tell it what the conversion rate is, but if you know what the conversion rate is, you could do it on a fucking calculator, which this also has, as it happens. Point? I'm sorry, Deep Thought. I'm getting ahead of myself here. I don't mean to be so forward here. That's why this never went to market. That was the best tagline they could think of for the box. Work Boy. What's the fucking point? Okay, so So far, we've talked about 7 of the 12 apps on the Workboy. The only one that actually does anything is the daybook. And that's basically leaving timed notes for yourself, right? What else we got? Records. Workboy's battery backed up database will keep important facts and figures close at hand. Store addresses, notes, figures, and facts, or your best Metroid 2 tip. Name and address, 123 Andrews Place. That looks like it says error. Telephone number, address number, find make clear, okay. So this is basically like the daybook, except without such specific information. Having worked years in retail, I'm absolutely certain a lot of people calculate the conversion rate going the wrong way when left to their own devices. Okay, I'll give you that one. So the exchange is basically a template that you put values into to ensure you don't screw it up. Okay, I'll give them a little credit there. Gives me the same energy as the Page Boy, the canceled Game Boy Pager. Oh my god. Measures. Since the rest of the world deals with metric measurements, it's good to know what they're talking about. Convert linear, liquid, and weight measures. Okay. Not bad. Not in the pre-internet era. I can see a little appeal here. Accounts. Keep track of your precious golden hoard by entering your current bank account balance. So it has essentially an electronic bank book in here that you enter data into manually. Again, okay. I mean, back in the days before Excel ruled everything, and we had like extremely focused programs like You Need a Budget for this, I could actually see this being kind of practical. Yeah, in the days before online banking. Yeah. So, and it's not like it's storing your account numbers or anything like that. You're just using it. This is in the days when everybody still wrote checks. All right? And I remember having a checkbook and having to keep a record of all the checks and transactions that I made in that. This is basically an early electronic version of that. Not really made any more convenient, since you have to enter everything manually, but yeah, that's a good point, Loser Highs. If it's giving you the templates, that is eliminating some avenues of screwing things up. The idea was that you could connect up with other users for chatting and get the weather special announcements via it. Oh, the first-party Nintendo pager, huh? Does it have a game card or does it all work through the keyboard? I'm pretty sure it has a cart. I'm pretty sure, because it has a battery-backed memory. I'm pretty sure they just used a standard cart for that. And then the keyboard was literally just for input. Because I don't think, well, I don't know, honestly. I don't think the Game Boy runs without a cart plugged into the top, honestly. So, but I'm sure that video that was linked that goes into more detail about it would explain exactly how it works. Checks sound like horror. It was a different time, Arcane. It was a different time. The carts cannot store that much information. I'll have to watch that video later. I'm really curious if they were able to add like storage to the keyboard peripheral for this. The Page Boy is by the same people. Oh, it's by the same people as the Workboy. So the Workboy didn't kill the company. They lingered on long enough to give the Page Boy life before dying. Better hope that backup battery lasts. Yeah, seriously. Travel. This feature is great for globetrotting. The map gives time and dialing code info for major cities. The translator has useful for it. So they actually crammed at least a small translator into this. I have to assume it's very small, because the dedicated translator carts that we played were not exactly comprehensive. There's a calculator, of course, and then the phone function. So, what does this actually do for you in the final analysis? It seems like it has 3 particularly useful record keeping functions, a day planner, a records database for things like addresses, and accounting, electronic accounting. Everything else seems rather situational. I can see a bit of the appeal of something like measures, exchange, temperature, because as Lojahai pointed out, you're getting a template to take out some of the guesswork or opportunity to make mistakes. I mean, calculators, calendars, clocks. I mean, even in 1992, those were pretty ubiquitous. You didn't really need a device with you for that. Makes you appreciate the value of money more is what it does. And then some of this, like the travel and phone functions, just seem absolutely frivolous. According to the video, I'll actually play a tinny version of the national anthem of various countries. Wow. Nintendo was impressed enough by the Workboy guys they licensed out their pager idea, and that was the Page Boy. Huh. Interesting. The keyboard itself looks like pretty standard QWERTY. The shift key doubles the number of key functions, just like on a real keyboard. It had arrow keys. So the keyboard was meant to supersede the Game Boy's controls entirely. It had its own arrow keys instead of needing to use the D-pad. It looks like there are shortcut keys at the top to some of the different apps. Not all of them, though. I see clock, temperature. Not sure what that one is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 of them. Could it play Doom? No doubt. Absolutely no doubt in my mind this could play Doom. If Nintendo made a Nintendo mobile phone now, I'd buy it. Well, you know it'd be pretty kitschy and play some good games. TKL keyboard before the 10 keyless trend really caught on. So yeah, chat. Interesting footnote in history, the Workboy. A bold concept to turn the Game Boy into a productivity suite that never actually saw the light of day outside of prototypes. So I can't imagine this would have done well at all, but it's an interesting concept. 65% keyboard to be sure. Kind of love early console peripherals. It's fascinating. I think the most fascinating part of early console peripherals is seeing what developers thought people actually wanted. Like, somebody actually thought people wanted it. I mean, I wanted it as a kid because it looked cool and I wanted to have a tiny Game Boy keyboard to play with, even if it didn't actually fucking do anything. But, like, I can't imagine them selling more than like 100 of these ever if it had actually come out. Like that I can't imagine there was a whole lot of crossover between business professionals and gamers in 1992. This went the way of Rob and George. Yeah, you definitely well, you don't really I don't think you see stuff this insane because stuff like this actually somehow became normal. Like, there are all kinds of keyboard peripherals for tablets, right? So people don't have to, like, have the tactileless tapping on their tablet. They can actually have a keyboard to work with, you know? So interestingly enough, I feel like the Workboy concept kind of lived on into peripherals that we actually do use. But that's specifically because of the art technology took towards tablets and touchscreen. This kind of peripheral became useful and in some cases essential because of how handheld technology evolved, which is interesting. The inventory of this was able to sell... The inventor of this was able to sell his patent on the keyboard stand to Nokia years later. Oh, cool. Okay. So a bit of a silver lining in this story, I guess. You see Otto's parents who work might have kids who have Game Boys, and yeah, I'm sorry, you think the kids are gonna give up their Game Boys so their parents can do... What are the parents actually gonna do on it, though? Like, this is the thing. This motherfucker on this airplane is, like, doing work at 35,000 feet, but what is he doing? Is he writing memos to himself? Is he calculating the exchange rate that he looked up at the airport before he took off anyway? Is he queuing up a bunch of phone numbers to dial when he lands in wherever the fuck he's going? Like, there's just not that much to do with it. It doesn't really go any further than a personal organizer, is the thing. He's typing boobies in the calculator. Cutting Room Floor has a breakdown of what the records for each app look like. Oh, cool, cool. I did not realize so many people actually went into detail on the legacy of this thing. I will definitely have to check all that out. So I need to borrow your Game Boy to do my taxes. By the way, don't forget, the OG brick Game Boy was battery powered, not rechargeable. You shoved 4 AA's into this thing and they were gone in a matter of hours. You could, of course, invest in rechargeable batteries and whatnot, but you're not getting more than a couple hours of use out of this anyway. There's a separate rechargeable brick you could get. I did not know that, 2Hit. I did not know that. Huh. I have to assume the alarm would only work if you had the program run. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, 2Hit. Yeah, and any of the alarm functions in this, for the local clock or the daybook, like, you just had to have it on the whole time. And unless you had that big rechargeable brick, it'd be sucking your batteries down. Had a rechargeable battery pack for my Game Gear. Y'all were fucking lucky, weren't you? I actually owned one of the first Game Boys. I went to Japan and got it the summer of '89 before they were released in North America. That is so cool, Newhauser. Yes, it absolutely was. I mean, I had a first-run Game Boy in the United States, and yeah, I would load that thing up with batteries for like a 10-hour car trip, and it'd be dead by the time we got where we were going. You had the Light Boy with the magnifying glass? Oh shit. I had a magnifier for it, but I never used it because I didn't find it that useful. What's up, Justin Brett? How you doing? Yeah. I'm glad that from the GBA at least, they moved forward to rechargeable internal batteries. GBA was your first Game Boy? Yep, I started with. I wish I still had it. I lost it in Japan somewhere. I have a theory. It's actually still with my in-laws. Like, it got packaged away with a bunch of other stuff when we moved out of their house, and we just haven't unearthed it yet. So years from now, when my in-laws pass away and we have to settle up their estate or whatever, maybe I will find my original Game Boy. Had the Light Boy or some third-party Light Boy knockoff with the magnifying glass. Oh, you had one of the clear plastic Game Boy Colors? I always wanted one of those. Those looked super, super cool. Digimon episode this week was really fun. I think, well, actually, weren't all the Game Boy Colors, because I remember the Game Boy Pocket came in 5 colors. It was red, green, black, clear, and I think yellow? And then weren't all Game Boy Colors like translucent? Didn't they have like translucent cases? That's exactly what I was thinking. Ketchup, mustard, relish, pepper, onion. Dude, when we get to that ad, oh my god, I cannot believe that stuck with me this long. Never used an original Game Boy. My cousin managed to import himself a GB Lite that I used a few times. I always grew up with a GBA and a GBC. Had Peedbon because you can't have a horror theme season and not put the scary clown Digimon. I wish I had my original Game Boy. I wish I had my original Game Boy to show you. I still have my... The oldest handheld I have is the Game Boy Advance SP. I never had a first run GBA, but I did buy in from the SP, and man, I love that thing so much. Very specific color palette, yeah. Game Boy Color's Bright Pink is not first release, I don't think. Yeah, I think they did more colors later. I think the first run of Game Boy Colors were, I think it was, I don't know what the color was, but I think it was one color, and I think the case was translucent. So it wasn't as clear as the clear Game Boy Color one, or Game Boy Pocket. But you could see some of the boards and stuff inside of it. Yours is pretty dinged up. Yeah, mine was in okay shape. I think it was getting kind of gross though. Just gunk getting in all the crevices and stuff. Game Boy and everything with it was one of my gaming relics I lost in Hurricane Katrina. Oh, that's tragic, 2-hit. Screening the first run GBA sure was an experience. Yeah. I remember one of my friends in college got a first run GBA, and he actually got the backlight mod kit for it and did it himself. Which even with the whole like backlighting mod kit, like that original GBA just didn't look. It was no bueno. It was not good. Did buy a Game Boy player. Wonder if I saw Game Boy player. Do you mean the GBA player for the GameCube? Remember getting Link's Awakening DX and not being able to do the color dungeon? Oh. Oh yeah, because you had the pocket, huh? Oh my god, you do? Dude, those things are hard to find these days. Actually, the whole Game Boy GBA player thing is interesting. Because there's two components to it. The hardware that snaps onto the bottom of the GameCube and the disc. And it's not so hard to find the hardware, but that disc is really hard to find because a lot of people lost them. Before I got the Analog Pocket, I was seriously hunting for a GBA player, and if I could find a reasonably priced one, I was gonna buy a GameCube to go with it so I could stream GBA games. You got one? Wish you had more games for the GBA. Yeah, GBA games are one of the kinds of games that one of the kind of old used cartridge games that really jumped up in price over the last couple of years. I should check again and see what the prices are like. When I was hunting for NES games, the prices of most of them were still pretty reasonable. When I started peeking at SNES games, it was absurd. Like a lot. I would say probably a majority of SNES games are higher than their original retail price now. They've gone completely nuts. What I wish I grabbed was a GBA micro. Oh yeah, those were cool. Those were really neat. Oh, you have one with, yeah, it had the switchable faceplates. The different game themed ones, right? Play the competitive Pac-Man game using that GBA player thing. Cool, nice. My roommate in college had the GBA player, and I remember we used to do hot seat Advance Wars. We would play Advance Wars against each other. I was really, who favors the wood grain? Nice. A limited edition Mother 3 GBA Micro. No, yeah, the prices are crazy. I also have a modded Japan North American GameCube, and the prices for games blew me. Yeah, GameCube. Yeah, Super Nintendo, GameCube, and GBA. The prices for those systems just went through the fucking roof. Collectors went insane for those systems. Like anything, I feel like anything you would really want to pick up is like well over $100 now for any of those systems. And it sucks. It's a real tragedy. Favorite GBA was also was always the Anniversary NES based one. Oh, I think I remember that one. The one with the original like red and tan colors. Oh man. It's funny, chat. The Workboy seems to have unlocked a lot of memories in all of us. Thankfully, I still have most of the games I wanted for it. Yeah. Yep. I was really I was very satisfied picking up flash carts for my systems, because I was lucky enough to keep pretty much all of the games I collected as a kid, and I had most of the ones that I really wanted. So now I still have the originals for those, but I also have access to the rest of the library if I really, really want it for nights like tonight, in fact. Speaking of, what say we move on from the Workboy? Oh, shit. All right, chat. It's time to get mad at children from 1992. Again. Because it's time for the Nintendo Power Awards 91. The Nesters, everybody. Let's see who has earned their place in history. Fuck you, Nestor. I'm the star now. Oh boy, cast your minds back. I believe it was, God, 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was this is May, right? I think it was the March issue. They had the vote for this. And I remember we went through, we were talking about our picks for this. Unfortunately, it seems like they don't list all of the games that they had up, but it's not so important. I think we can just talk about what came in what place. Yeah, cast your minds back to sometime when we did something. I don't remember. Unless I really, really want something physical, I've given up on retro game collection largely. Yeah. I mean, as long as you have access to play the games, I feel like that's what's important. I don't need to have a physical collection. And the only reason I did the flashcards really is because I wanted something that I could hook up to my computer and hook up to my TVs, or in the case of the Analog Pocket, actually take with me and use. So. All right, anyway, for graphics and sound, NES, the winner is Battletoads. Big victory for I'm not reading this shit. Who cares? Battletoads beat out Ninja Gaiden 3 and Robin Hood Prince of Thieves. I don't remember this having very strong competition. And Battletoads is a decent enough looking game. I mean, it does some neat. It has some neat perspective tricks and stuff. Yeah, good character. Definitely has good character design. What's up, Mappy? How you doing? Yes, memorable. I think memorable is a good way to put it. Robin Hood is an interesting pick. I think that one might be, again... Oh, I remember us talking about this. Robin Hood is probably based solely on the fact that they have portraits for each of the characters that are actually fairly detailed. On Game Boy, the winner is Metroid 2, Return of Samus, beating out Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge and Castlevania 2 Belmont's Revenge. I will agree with that. I will agree with that wholeheartedly. Metroid 2 has amazing atmosphere, and that is accomplished through its graphics and its sound. You were lucky I bought the GameCube around 2006 when people were getting rid of them for cheap. Man, I wish I had done that, Newhouser. If I ever do want to pick up a GameCube, that's going to be a real pain to do. What's up, Bemek? How you doing? Good to see you. You're just in time. We're reading through the Nintendo Power Awards 91 and preparing to get mad at people for their bad takes. The people from 1991, not y'all in chat. You have 3 GameCubes for some reason? Give me one. I want one. On Super NES, the winner is Super Mario World. I mean, okay. Beating out Castlevania 4 and Final Fantasy 2. I disagree. I believe Castlevania 4 thoroughly deserves this spot, and if it can't have it, I would pick Final Fantasy 2 over Super Mario World. However, I think it's going to be hard for Super Mario World to not sweep every category it's in, just because at this point, it has the most saturation. People would have played this game far more than the others. Also kind of hard to expect children in 1992 to really appreciate the aesthetic mastery that Castlevania 4 and Final Fantasy 2 put forth. I told you Metroid 2 would win. You were right. You called it 2-hit. Stop doing that. God damn. Jesus fucking Christ. God damn it. You're gonna drown me? So when I see you hit the Zelda Metroid randomizer, I'm very curious about it. We'll get to it at some point. We will get there someday. All right, for theme and fun, I remember this one is very nebulously defined. NES winners Battletoads beating out Star Tropics and Lolo 3. I like Star Tropics. I am personally a very big fan of Star Tropics. I am agitating for a Star Tropics reboot or remake or something. I'm sorry. Like, Battletoads has a neat theme. I won't deny that. Fun is kind of stretching it. It's the best use of Dragon Coins ever. Definitely needs more than a night though. Okay. I'll need to keep that in mind and schedule something. More shocked by the lack of Legend of Zelda. I don't think it was out in time for this because this is the Nintendo Power Awards '91. I don't think Zelda was out until later in the winter. Is Star Tropics a hard game? I'm gonna say yes. It doesn't really play like anything else. And it's got some pretty mean level design in parts. With that said, I think it's very much worth experiencing because it is so unique. Yeah, it could be a really rude game, especially around the midpoint. Because I mean, it's grid-based combat and puzzling, almost similar but not quite to something like Zelda. Even more grid-based than Zelda, if you can believe that. But then the outside of the actual dungeons and levels and stuff, the exploration was on like an RPG-style world map. And you had an inventory there, and there were actually puzzles and mazes and hidden items to find there too. So really unique game, very, very interesting game. If you happen to have a Nintendo Switch and the Switch Online service, it's they have it in the NES library. So anybody with a Switch and online can play it if you want. But I would definitely suggest it. Star Tropics is probably my favorite forgotten NES franchise. I know that other folks are always agitating for bringing back F-Zero and stuff, but Star Tropics is the one that I want to see come back. You do have that. Definitely give it a try then. And you can also mitigate some of the rudeness of the game using the built-in save states and rewind, which don't feel any shame in doing that. There is some bullshit in Star Tropics where you basically have to take leaps of faith in some of the dungeons just to progress. New Rad Racer, let's go. Wonder how many kids hype themselves up for Link to the Past plot with the manga and then played the game. It's like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, especially the further you get into it. That's definitely true. Well, I guess pretty much everybody would have played Super Mario World before getting to the really crazy shit in the magazine's manga. But yeah, Legend of Zelda goes places. It really does. Really want a new F-Zero or re-release yet? They could at least do that, right? I feel like a lot of people didn't actually get the chance to play GX. That would be well deserved. So, all right, theme and fun for Game Boy. Winner is Mega Man, Dr. Wily's Revenge. Second place, Final Fantasy Adventure. Third place, Operation C. I would have picked Final Fantasy Adventure, but I think Mega Man is a solid call. It's Mega Man. It's nice, authentic Mega Man on the Game Boy. Pretty much what you want. Super NES, of course it's Mario. Fucking of course it's Mario. Second place, Final Fantasy. Third place, SimCity. Actually kind of surprised to see that. But I guess folks actually appreciated SimCity in its time, and that's nice to know. Probably part of the reason why city builders and management sims do well in places like Steam now. A bunch of us grew up with SimCity, either on the PC or the Super Nintendo. All right, best challenge. NES, Ninja Gaiden 3. This is interesting. Best challenge on the NES, not Battletoads. Ninja Gaiden 3. Second place is Bart versus the Space Mutants. Third place is Battletoads. I mean, they even say the game-playing public knows a challenging game when they see one. Some may consider this to be an upset victory, but those people will be the ones who've never played the third game in the Ninja Gaiden series. So this kind of makes me wonder if by best challenge, people were just voting for like the hardest game. Because Ninja Gaiden, the American release of Ninja Gaiden 3 has a really fucked up difficulty curve. Like, it is a mess. And then Simpsons Bart vs. the Space Mutants is a just absolute nightmare hell game that will punch you in the balls at every chance it gets. And then there's Battletoads. So, Ninja Gaiden is nearly impossible, so that makes sense. Yeah. You think people played Battletoads? I think people were conned into getting Battletoads with like their allowance or asking for it for Christmas or something, and then had to make the best of a bad decision. I mean, look, every time, I swear to God, every time we play some weird, like balls out hard corner case NES game, somebody is in chat being like, yeah, I had this when I was a kid, it wasn't so bad. Because you got saddled with it as a kid and you spent months of your life learning to extract some modicum of fun from it because you weren't getting any other games. Okay? This is cope. This is pure copium. Mined in the 1990s. And it persists to this very day. 9-year-old me couldn't finish it. One of the last levels is like insanely impossible. Yeah. So Newhouser, you might know this already, but Ninja Gaiden 3, for whatever reason, when they brought it over here, they fucked up the continue system. They severely limited the number of continues you could use. The Japanese release is a lot nicer about it and actually it goes further than that and changes the positions of some of the enemies and makes it a significantly more well-balanced challenge. This is the category Dark Souls clones would sweep nowadays. Yes, 100%. Battletoads is the Star Citizen of its time. Battletoads Arcade and the reboot are solid, but the NES game is so fucking mean. Have you seen Arcus speedrun Battletoads? He makes that game look like a game for bait. Arcus can do that with any game, though. It is incredible. Like, that man is insanely talented, and the most impressive part of it is that he can manage to do this without, like, showing any emotion whatsoever. He is, without question, the most zen streamer on this entire platform. If you've never checked out Arcus, and you have any appreciation whatsoever for speedrunning, by all means, please do. Please do. He is low-key one of my favorite people on here. Holy shit, RX Hydro, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going, buddy? What you up to? What have you been doing? Can I touch your beard? If you can, Rigel, if you can go back in time to when Beard Oddish was a thing, you're welcome to it. It was pretty nice, if you don't mind me saying so. Eudaimonia, hello, good to see you. It's been a while. Also, top tier burrito making speed. I remember that. I remember it. That was around the time when channel points were introduced, and I remember he was getting into different food stuff at the time, and Arcus added channel point rewards to request him to like speed run a burrito or something, and I remember watching those streams and just laughing so hard. He's got this amazing deadpan humor to him. His Marka, hello. Good to see you too. Hello, Rigel. Didn't know you were playing Code Vein. Oh, you playing Code Vein? Pretty long, pretty chill little stream of Code Vein. Supposed to be a joke. It was surprisingly fun. I'm doing great. I had a lovely day. Happy to be here. Happy to be thumbing through Nintendo Power. We're gonna get to some Super Nintendo games in a little bit, but we've had a lot to chat about. Did you know? Actually, chat real quick. For those of you that just came in from the raid, we've only been talking about the Nintendo Power Awards for like 15 minutes or so. Before this, we spent like 40 minutes talking about the Work Boy, which never came out, but it was a proposed productivity peripheral for the Game Boy that turned it into like a sort of personal assistant. And apparently some prototypes of this exist, and channels like Did You Know Gaming have actually done videos breaking it down and talking about what it could actually do. But yeah, this was the topic of a lot of conversation before y'all made it in. Yeah, he uses a foot pedal for timestamps. It's really cool. Retro games, since we're on arcade, like retro games. Would you play VR games? I have a love-hate relationship with VR games. I played a couple and enjoyed them. However, I can only do room scale VR because I get very, very, very motion sick, unfortunately. So a lot of VR tech is kind of out of reach for me because I will be just losing my lunch all over the place trying to play it. For a while I was thinking about getting a Valve's the Vive or the Index and doing exclusively room scale stuff with that, but I think it's probably best that I didn't invest in that. This is like some old school game magazine. Yeah, dude. So Rigel and everybody else, every Thursday and Saturday, I break out the good old. I didn't go far enough. I break out the good old Nintendo Power, and we've been going through them in sequence twice a week. Going through each of the features, talking about the games, and playing any of the ones that actually look cool to us. This issue, specifically, on Thursday, I played Darkwing Duck, Wacky Races, RoboCop 3, Batman Return of the Joker, and the 4-in-1 Fun Pack, which is, it's really just chess and checkers and backgammon on your Game Boy. But yeah, I love doing these streams so much. These are honestly probably my favorite streams to do. Yeah, I only did 3-in-1 because I don't actually know how to play backgammon. I don't refuse backgammon. I don't know how to play backgammon. I refuse to learn, okay? There's a difference. I would be more than happy to play backgammon if I knew how, but I'm not going to learn how. There you go. I would love to see the TV spots for that. Jenkins, is that a Game Boy? Funny story for work, I got a tour of where they make the Eurofighter in Germany, and they let me sit in the high-fidelity simulator with 3D glasses. I'd only sit in it for like 20 seconds because the vertigo made me... Holy shit. That sounds really intense, Newhauser. Yes, a child can learn to do this, but most children are not as stubborn as I can be, all right? I've spent decades working up my iron will to refuse requests like this. Spam the instructions to backgammon in here. Fight me, IRB. Whoa, where are you going? Take me back. Take me back. Okay, perfect. Oh my god. Anyway, where the hell are we? Best challenge. We're talking about best challenge for the 91 Nintendo Power Awards. On Game Boy, the winner is Metroid 2. Second place, Final Fantasy Legend 2. Third place, Mega Man Dr. Wily's Revenge. Going off the apparent rubric of hardest game they could find, I will accept Metroid 2 in relation to the other two. Final Fantasy Legend 2 is actually pretty challenging. I mean, really all you have to compare it to is Final Fantasy Legend 1, but it is actually harder. And then Mega Man is a very even-handed challenge. So I think Metroid 2 deserves this one. Claire B. Backgammon. Make sure you periodically check your Agyo and Ugyo points while playing backgammon. We'll play Rambo 5 times in 2 months, but won't play backgammon. Yeah, I have standards, okay? Getting Oddish to learn something is a horror experience in itself. That's... Chat, okay, I'm clearing the deck. This is what we're doing. For the month of October, we're only playing backgammon. Because it's going to be a horrifying experience for me and for you. Believe me. Super NES, Super Ghouls and Ghosts, absolutely no surprise there. Second place, SimCity is interesting. Though the scenarios in SNES SimCity are genuinely difficult. Kudos to anybody who could beat Detroit. Detroit was a motherfucker in this game. Pretty fucked up standards. GPG Backgammon League. We need to make a Backgammon Metroidvania so Oddish will play it. And third place, Pilot Wings. I think that's pretty fair. Pilot Wings is a challenging game, but I think it's a fair challenge, personally. All right, chat, brace yourselves. Brace yourselves for the second page of this. Oh boy, shut up, Nestor. For best play control. So I guess this is purely how well it controls. The winner is NES Battletoads. Beating out Metal Storm. Nope, I call bullshit on that. Third place, Kabuki Quantum Fighter. I remember talking about this. I would definitely put Metal Storm over Battletoads. Battletoads has decent controls, but some really fucked up perspective stuff. I guess technically that would probably go more under level design. But since they don't have a level design category, I'm willing to put that under play control because it relates to how you control the game. And yeah. Even as a fan of Battletoads, that's completely wrong, yeah. It's kind of on ice. It does have a lot of momentum stuff happening there. Made a Pinball Open World Adventures of Backgammon's next on the list. Metal Storm controls really tight and has that really cool gravity flipping mechanic, along with infinitely scrolling stages. Like, this is just ignorance right here. This is just people being ignorant of Metal Storm. Kabuki Quantum Fighter handles okay, but some of the mantling in it is really weird, so. Someone should make Battlegammon, it would sweep the awards. Also hard to say how good the controls are when the hitbox for platforms is so wonky. Yes, agreed. Definitely agreed. On Game Boy, winner is Metroid 2. Second place is Battletoads. Third place, Castlevania 2. This is fine. Metroid 2 does have very, very tight controls on the Game Boy. Super NES, winner is Super Mario World, beating out F-Zero and ActRaiser. It's hard to argue with that. Mario games have some of the best controls ever. Which isn't to say, yeah, F-Zero and ActRaiser's controls aren't that bad. ActRaiser's a little stiff. Yeah. Yeah. ActRaiser even making it on this list is a little suspect. F-Zero's fine. Yeah. F-Zero takes some getting used to, but F-Zero's fine. Honestly, did not know that Battletoads was... Dude, Deep Thought, Battletoads was fucking everywhere. A big part of that, though, was Nintendo pushing Battletoads really hard. I mean, Battletoads got tons and tons of coverage and features in Nintendo Power. Yeah, so it was... I think it was a real big, like, holiday game for 91. I think a lot of kids ended up with this for Christmas. Unfortunately for them. ActRaiser 2 would be legit. ActRaiser 1's, yeah. There is no ActRaiser 2. Dom, I got bad news for you. Not only does it exist, they featured it in Nintendo Power, so there's no escaping it. Yeah, Nintendo was in deep with Rare. Yeah, no, Deep Thought. It was actually popular. I don't think it was word of mouth. I think it just got tons of advertising. Best multiplayer should be Dodgeball. Was Dodgeball even 91? They did leave out the whole point of ActRaiser, and I'm sure that's something that we're all going to get really mad about when we play it, but they called the second ActRaiser ActRaiser 2, even though it's missing the soul of ActRaiser, so. So yeah, best multiplayer simultaneous on any system. Battletoads for NES. Second place, Tecmo Super Bowl. Third place, F1 Race on Game Boy. I don't know. I feel like historically people probably had more fun playing Tecmo Super Bowl, but I guess more people played Battletoads multiplayer. For best overall villain, any system, the winner is Bowser. Big fucking surprise there. Second place is Dr. Wily. Okay. Third place is Sardius from Super Ghouls and Ghosts, who I feel like nobody ever saw because Super Ghouls and Ghosts is fucking hard. And don't you have to beat the game twice just to see his ass? Like anyone in 1992 is gonna do that shit. Better ActRaiser 2 is Soul Blazer, even without the strategy part. We are going to play Soul Blazer when we get to that in the magazine. We are very much going... I I have been wanting to play Soul Blazer for decades at this point, and just never took the time to really sit down with it, and we are going to do that. Without the town building, it's just an okay platformer. Yeah, unfortunate, but at least it does something right. Seeing people complain about ActRaiser 2, now the town building or whatever, is amusing. I was introduced to the series through a speedrunner that hated that part of the first game. What's up, Del Polo? I think people are so fond of it because it was what made ActRaiser unique, you know? The action scenes are tolerable. The action scenes are competent, and that's not really what you want from a platformer, especially in this era. You know, we've played a lot of competent platformers. You need something to elevate it, and for ActRaiser, it was having an entire second genre of games shoved in there alongside of it. Retta Reamer is the more infamous Ghosts and Goblins villain because Jesus fucking Christ, I can never kill that damn thing as a kid. Yeah, I think that's what. If you mention like like ghouls and ghosts, I think that's the enemy that everybody's going to remember, not any of the bosses or anything. And yes, the town building definitely helped the immersion for being a deity. Arino Cacho versus Red Reamer will always be funny. I should look up that episode. I've never seen it. He bashes his head against Ghosts and Goblins for hours. Big fan of the Illusion of Time, Soul Blazer, Terra Enigma trilogy, the Grand Stream Saga. That'll be a cool watch when we get to it. It's not far off, if I remember correctly. I think we may only be. This is May, right? It's either summer or fall of '92 that we'll get to it. And when we do, I'm going to set aside some time for a full playthrough. Most innovative. Oh, this is interesting. This is interesting. Most innovative game is Final Fantasy II. An extremely innovative RPG, Final Fantasy II delivers throngs of characters, modes of travel, location, spells, weapons, and enemies. Have you ever traveled to the moon before? Second place, Pilot Wings. Third place, Smash TV. I remember us debating this. I remember us debating this pretty hard when the nominations came up. And ultimately, I don't remember picking Final Fantasy II, but I think those of you that went with Final Fantasy II were on the right track. I think you definitely had a point there because at the time it was pretty unique for an RPG, wasn't it? Just the scope of it, the ATB system, the visual style, the presentation. I think it's fair to call Final Fantasy II pretty innovative. Grand Stream Saga has a character named Slazer. Spell called Genocide. It was very unique and didn't work. I'm not sure what you're talking about, though. And then the overall best games. NES winners, Battletoads. Second place, Tecmo Super Bowl. Third place, Ninja Gaiden 3. This is just kind of a fucked up category in general. I feel like they absolutely could have picked better stuff than this, but it's what the people wanted, so whatever. Overall best Game Boy game, Metroid 2, followed by Mega Man, Dr. Wily's Revenge, and Final Fantasy Adventure. I am actually very pleased to see Final Fantasy Adventure actually make it on here as second runner-up for best Game Boy game of the year. Because I love that game, and I feel like it's sorely underappreciated. Probably put Pilot Wings the most innovative. Yeah, I would agree with that, honestly. I think Pilot Wings represents a more interesting shift in gameplay concept. Minigame driven, mission-based casual flight sim is something I hadn't seen before, yeah. Yeah, it's Final Fantasy IV. And then Super NES winners, Super Mario World. You knew that. I knew that. Everybody knew that. Second place, Final Fantasy II. Third place, ActRaiser. I think that's all fair. Oh yeah, the actual Final Fantasy II is garbage. The actual Final Fantasy II sucks ass. It's stupid America. I've never been able to get anywhere in that game. Final Fantasy II, like actual Final Fantasy II, is the Final Fantasy game that I've had the longest and accomplished the least in. Like I was able to get further in Final Fantasy III. And that's not a good game either. Final Fantasy II is really fucked up. And weird. That's not true. What's not true? What are we disagreeing with now? Final Fantasy II is Saga's what? What? Like, I know, like, gameplay, like, game mechanic concepts and stuff carried over from Final Fantasy II to the Saga games, but it's not actually a Saga game. It's Final Fantasy II. Also, it's bad. Yes, and that's a good point, Shadows. Glad that Saga got the chance to refine Final Fantasy II's ideas. Yes, if Final Fantasy II had to happen so that we could get what we know is Final Fantasy Legend 1, 2, and 3, so be it. Because I love all of those games in their own weird, fucked up ways. Saw someone do Final Fantasy 2 and 3 a while back. They seem like huge slogs. Yeah, I don't think I will ever return to those games ever. I think I'm happy just leaving them in the dustbin of history personally. So. Anyway, chat. Oh shit! It's Super Mario Adventures. Oh, the princess is fucked. Oh wait, no, she's not. Whiplash. Oh no, Princess Pancake. So, last month we left the princess teetering on a tower while Mario and Luigi pondered how to cross a piranha-infested moat to rescue her. Fortunately, she got a super cape, so we're cool. 3 is kind of my favorite NES Final Fantasy by a huge margin. I will always have a fondness for the original Final Fantasy. Weird and broken as fucked up as that one is, just because I grew up with it. I don't think there's any way for me to look at the original 3 NES Final Fantasies objectively, because I spent so much more time with the original Final Fantasy and it was so much more of a formative experience. I don't think I could ever fairly evaluate Final Fantasy 2 and 3 in relation to it. Final Fantasy 1 will always be my favorite NES Final Fantasy. Been playing the remake Final Fantasy 3 on the DS and it's not bad. That's the one I played, Deep Thought. There is a dungeon. There is a dungeon in Final Fantasy 3 where you have to make use of the mini spell a lot. That is where I checked out of it. I couldn't take it after that. Friendly Floyd is just George. Oh God, he is. Oh God, he is. All right. Can't believe my. Oh yeah. Can it be? I don't believe my eyes. It's Friendly Floyd. He's trying to sell lipstick to a piranha plant. Luigi sits on a cannon and it shoots Mario in the face. Hey! Mario gets launched towards the tower. Wings past the princess. Princess fallen. Mario lands in the tower. This is... Dude, this panel right under me right here has some fucking incredible faces in it. Like, conked out Mario, like, tweaked out Wendy. And then the princess crashes. Bowser's pissed that they let Peach escape, but they captured Mario. Final Fantasy 3 is one of 2 Final Fantasy games you've actually finished. I feel like a mandatory job switching kind of sucks. I at least appreciate the mini stuff as unique gimmick. It's just the final dungeon is usually pain for me. I just didn't like the gameplay of it. I found the battle system, the battles and battle system of Final Fantasy 3 just incredibly boring. I hated it. I've only finished 13, 13, 2, and 15. All right, well, if we're doing this then, I've beaten 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 2. I didn't really play any of the Final Fantasies after 10 much, if at all. I played all the, well, okay. So I guess the only ones before 10 the only ones before 10 I haven't beaten are 2 and 3. Oh, that's right, I didn't actually beat 5. I got to the final boss and got pissed off and quit. Okay, I haven't beaten 5. I have seen everything there is to see in 5. except the credits, so... Eh. No, I never beat 5. I got to the final boss, and the final boss basically has a level check, and I wasn't high enough level, and I wasn't about to grind just to beat it, so I was like, whatever. I finished 1 and 7. I don't actually own any other ones. Finished most of them aside from 7 Remake, which tapped out on Lightning Returns, I guess the MMOs. Well, you can't beat the MMOs. 7, I get the peeps like it. Yeah, Shadows, I remember you're the one who really, really doesn't like 7 Remake. I definitely like the Super Nintendo ones the most overall. 6 is always gonna be my favorite Final Fantasy. Probably because I'm not gonna play any of the other ones. And like the modern ones are so different in style that I don't think they'd ever be able to lure me away from it. But yeah, I like all the Super Nintendo ones. They all have their quirks, they all have their faults, but I think overall I like them the most. I do really, really like Final Fantasy X and X-2. I have a particularly soft spot for those games. Especially X-2. There are ways to quickly burn down the boss part that nukes your entire party. Yeah, but I don't care. I'm past the point in my life where I need to be able to say that I beat a game. I played the game. I'm quite satisfied saying I played the game at this point. I'd love the world in 6 and 3D. I hope they don't bork it. 13 was really big. Big how? Wasn't even Final Fantasy 15 originally. Oh, cause Final Fantasy 13 was supposed to be this whole it was supposed to be like a whole constellation of games. Like there were supposed to be yeah, that whole thing. Yeah, I beat lots of games. Again, I'm past the point in my life where I need the validation of beating video games. I am here for the experience. I am here to see what a game has to offer, and I will experience what a game has to offer as long as I am enjoying it. And when I stop enjoying it, I stop playing it. And I'm very comfortable in that now. I've come a long way from the shame and regret I felt of not beating Vagrant Story. I think that was an important turning point for me. I think the inarguable bullshit that was the Vagrant Story final boss kind of helped rearrange a lot of my thinking so that I'd no longer felt obligated to beat games that I wasn't enjoying anymore. I was just here for 99% of the experience of the game. Yeah. That is the vast majority of it, certainly. I've matured beyond beating games. I have. I think I'm also just about done with long grindy JRPGs. I can't do grinds anymore. If I am really, 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 I mean really enjoying a game, I will grind it out because I am enjoying the experience of grinding. I play really grindy games on my phone just because I enjoy that experience. But yeah, sitting there and running through the same RPG battles over and over and over and over and over again, I have to absolutely be in love with the game to do that anymore, and in general, I am not. Shadows, you have unique tastes. Oh god, those sweet numbers going out. I'm playing like 2 different idle games on my phone right now, in addition to a garbage gacha. And man, I love our idle games so much. They just appeal to my idiot lizard brain on such a primal level. Anyway, a bunch of Mecha Koopas show up with a little Mario doll, which is really cute. And then they threaten to set Mario on fucking fire. if they don't return the princess. What can we do? And then Friendly Floyd shows up. He's with a makeup kit. Who thinks Luigi wants a makeup kit? Create a new... Oh, you look so sad here. Create a new you. Which actually gives him an idea. And Floyd looks like he's gonna fucking cry here, honestly. So he drags Floyd off into the bushes, and then, mysteriously, the princess pops out, gets in the boat, comes by. Your Koopa Kid's jumper, but why is she wearing this mask? You just set up your all-time classic progress quest on your computer. I think if I was gonna play a PC idle clicker, I would actually pick up Cookie Clicker on Steam. I've been debating doing that for a while. Didn't hear as a sales guy based on anyone in particular? Nope. Friendly Floyd just fucking exists somehow. No basis in anything whatsoever. Very curious how this came to be. Princess Peach knows how to mask up. Let's be a new donker. So yeah, the Mario manga is heating up for us. All right, Counselor's Corner. The Legend of Zelda. Where are the shoes? They're on your feet. How do you? I feel like the only way you can ask this question. God damn it. Okay. Okay. All right, Dominic. You asked for this. I'm out of water. So excuse me for a second, chat. Entertain yourselves while I get up and get some water and come back so I can honor this fucking Dragon Coin request. Y'all chill for a sec. What the what the fuck are you all doing? Oh my god. I can't leave you all alone for a minute. This is ridiculous. Y'all are lucky. Y'all do not understand how lucky you are that I came back. My family is still up watching One Piece without me. And there was a part of my brain that was like, I should just sit down and watch One Piece with them. Make chat sweat. Get Steam Cookie Clicker, good mindlessness. Web browser version still exists and is still free. I played the shit out of the web browser version of Cookie Clicker. So if I was gonna go back to Cookie Clicker, I would definitely want to check out the Steam version. Choosing save at this junction is asking me to go to the restroom to piss. Dragon Coins are having a bug on my end where they're all posting twice, as this only makes it funny. Probably wouldn't notice, would you? I mean, y'all realize we're halfway through the stream and I haven't played any games yet. This is I think a new record. This is a new record for a stream where I should ostensibly be playing games at some point. Played Cookie Clicker and also Candy Box. Yeah, I should do? I should stream Cookie Clicker. That'll get the metrics going. All right, so yeah, where are the shoes? Okay. The only way I could see somebody asking this question is if they were paying literally no... On your feet, there you go. Good joke, I should steal that one. The only way they could ask this question is if they're paying literally no attention to what any of the characters in this game were saying. Because they direct you to the guy who gives you the shoes. Either that, or they made it there, and he says if you go to the Eastern Temple and get the pendant, I will give you a special treasure, right? You have to beat the Eastern Temple to get the shoes. Maybe somebody got really impatient. They were like, I want the shoes now, and asked this question. Cookie Clicker is the one idle game I kind of vibe with, but I haven't played a lot of idle games. Idle clickers are a very specific vibe, to be fair. Like, I like them because they are absolutely mindless numbers go up games. There is generally very little strategy to them. However, there are certain clicker games that do have strategy if you would like to try one with a bit more depth to it. And if that is what you're curious about, I would absolutely suggest Realm Grinder. I played this game called Realm Grinder. It's on Steam. You can start up there, and you can transfer progress between Steam and your phone. Realm Grinder is basically an idle clicker that has a shocking amount of strategy to it, because it has research and tech trees that you have to really understand how the different parts of them interact with each other, because there are builds in it, and you end up going back and forth between builds based on what you need your kingdom to do at any particular time. Like, Realm Grinder is really interesting because it has like a web of progression, whereas most idle clickers just have a straight line of progression. Your Chronicles like Progress Quest turned into a clicker. Progress Quest isn't even a clicker, it just progresses on its own. I click the link and the numbers keep going up, help.
You might be missing some of the benefits that stereo can provide.
You might be missing some of the benefits that stereo can provide. This is a song from Top Gear 2. Interesting. There's also Melvor Idol, which has too much progression for me. I'm just real startled about Candy Box. I'm typing twice. Here's an extremely generic question. How do I enter secret rooms? You look for them, you moron. Adventures of Lolo 3 is specifically how do I get through room 16-2. I love that Where Are the Shoes and How Do I Enter Secret Rooms gets like just little itty bitty snippets for Legend of Zelda, whereas the Adventures of Lolo 3 gets an entire page for one level. Because, I mean, this shit is complicated. If I remember correctly, 16-2 is in the final stretch. It's in like the final castle of the game. The Uninvited, how do I get the jewel? Oh, you know. How do I enter the Magisterium? Man, we played the Uninvited a long time ago. That was back when I was still collecting NES games. And then I want to make sure you see this. Final Fantasy Legend 2. This is interesting. How do you raise human character abilities? Human characters build up strength and agility by fighting, while mana is increased by fighting with magic spells. Humans can use heavy weapons while fighting to increase strength, so that each hit during battle inflicts greater damage on the enemy. Agility is increased by fighting with light weapons. Greater agility increases the number of times a human can hit opponent during battle. Weapons listed can be purchased in shops. Special hidden weapons can also increase strength and agility. So this was something that I super fucked up when I did my playthrough of Final Fantasy Legend 2. I was not paying nearly enough attention to how my human stats were building up, and I ended up kind of weak in some key areas during the mid and late game. And then there's this, the Seven Sword, which I didn't get because it's one of those insane secret grind things. You have to find this Haniwa enemy. They're extremely rare, and the sword is an extremely rare drop from them, but it is the most powerful sword in the game, so. That play with the power of the pros images scares me. Look, this guy fucking loves his job, okay? This guy is in it to win it. No doubt. Oh shit, chat, we made it to a video game. How's about this? And it is Zardian, no less. A legend of deep space, a futuristic battle, a doomsday robot. Ew, go back, okay. You wanna talk about Final Fantasy Legend 2 some more? You want to talk about banana smuggling? Banana smuggling. Oh, fuck. 2 hits said keep going. All right, fine. The Alpha 1 system has been invaded by computer aliens. Wait, what? The Alpha 1 system has been invaded by computer aliens. Using 3 sophisticated robots, you must unravel the webs of time, find Zardian, the ultimate deterrent, and end the war. Asmik Space Action Game lets you switch between superbots, collect cool weapons, and save via battery pack. Good graphics and music hold your attention through 4 planets on the way to Zardian. Oh, you might keep going with the game counselors. I misinterpreted. Excuse me. How do I get the jewel? You must venture into the maze of the labyrinth to take the jewel from the blob. A clue is written on the markers. A bouncing creature loves things that fly. That clue refers to the hawk. That is the thing that flies, but you must have the cage to catch it. Get the cage in the trophy room before going to the maze. I dimly remember this sequence. From the entrance of the labyrinth, use the move box and cursor and follow these directions. Up 1, left 2, up 2, left 2, up 4, right 6, down 2 to reach the tombstone that says something about the roses. Place the bouquet on the tombstone will move forward and unlock the wall cages. Take the hawk using the cage. You reach the blob nearby, release the hawk from the cage and take the jewel that is revealed. Leave the labyrinth quickly, use the telemaze spell. What is that going out of the caller's head? I think it's supposed to be a very chunky word bubble with like frustration squiggles inside of it. Has someone requested this already? Yes. Yes, we are going to be playing Zardian eventually, once chat will allow me to finally leave the counselor's corner. Because I guess I've been bad or something. To be the sort of artist who can draw mecha well, yeah, wouldn't that be nice? I wish I had artistic skill. I used to love drawing when I was a kid, and I didn't keep up with it. And I know I could get it back if I really wanted to, but I do so many other things now, it's hard to find the time. Thinking about the fact that somehow one of Surtech's founders got entangled in this game's US release. Been playing Candy Box for a while. What am I supposed to do? I have 3 lollipops? Get more. If you have 3 lollipops, go for 4, obviously. Alright, anyway. Robots are us. Warbots consist of exotic alloys and supercomputers. They are not invulnerable to attack. Each has its own strengths and weaknesses. Learn about all 3 robots by operating them. You'll collect experience points for destroying enemies, and those points will build up the strength. So the robots level up in this. Once each bot has built up life reserves, use them like a tag team to get through tough stages. So Zardian is the Gundam of this, I guess. The ultimate robot has been hidden for decades. The powers of his machine are said to be unbelievable, but you must find Zardian before you can end the threat to the Alpha 1 system. Triton. The most versatile of the 3 warbots is Triton. He fires left, right, kneeling, and upward, and he's a strong jumper. Use Triton for the easiest passage through most worlds. Alcedes uses a powerful whip to strike down enemies. His special defenses can render him invincible for a short time. His attacking strength is limited. This thing looks fucking crazy. This looks like some kind of like alien salamander mecha. And there's Panthera, straight from Thundercats. Panthera is the most difficult robot to use in battle, is the only one that can enter some areas. Some fights require a low firing position. Panthera is the best or only choice. I know, it's a video game. Shocking, really. Item canisters, T-bombs. Time bombs, destroy block passages and walls. Sub-tanks, replenish your life. You can carry, oh, okay, they're consumables. Save item lets you start over within a stage rather than the beginning. Missiles fire in 3 directions. There is an ammo meter. There are life pods. There's golden pods, which grant special abilities. First thought about the white ones was Zio Reimer looking ass, and lo and behold, the same designers worked on that OVA. So, Ocean Sphere, breaking out of the base. Watch out for the ships that drop missiles. Don't miss the transport to the hidden area at the end. Only Panthera can activate the transport. Okay. Currents of danger. Okay. Holosphere, Jungle Gymnastics, Cliff Notes, Robots in the Ruins. So it looks like there's 5 planets. Or no, there's 4 planets. Each planet has 2 stages. And there's also a spaceship stage. And then there's apparently the enemy is from an artificially created world, NGC 1611. Well, I don't think if you're gold plated at your games, it wouldn't fit in the cartridge slot. Well, how did they do the old Zelda cartridges? They made it work. And apparently Zardian is socked away in the artificial heart of NGC, so. Kind of love 80s and 90s OVAs. They're the weirdest shit a lot of the times. They're always really interesting. I agree, Shadows. I have a lot of fond, formative memories of weird 80s and 90s OVAs that I watched on, I guess, the Sci-Fi Channel late at night. Anyway, let's play this. Let's play a video game, chat. We're only an hour and 40 minutes into the evening. We got a video game we can play. Let me fill in what this is too. Windows 3. Stop. Zardian. All right. Starts with an X. Love this song so much. Doesn't everybody though? I have to stop it though. All right. Well, we got some Mega Man X music to look forward to when we come back. Welcome to Screw Attack. Everyone should see 70s robot anime Geppy X. It's a 90s PS1 game designed to look like a lost 70s anime complete with that sounds cool. Sounds really cool. There we go. There we go. This is the Alpha 1 solar system. It contains 3 planets. The inhabitants of the planets have been at war for 7 months. Invaders from the distant star NGC 1611 are in position to take over all 3 planets. The Alpha 1 Federation has dispatched 3 pilots to NGC 1611. You must terminate the invaders' power source on NGC 1611. Oh, his market. You've actually played Zardian. I have never played this game. I only know it from the pages of Nintendo Power. Boop, boop. New game me. Alert, detection of a high-level mechanical life form. It's called Arms, and he has got Panthera. We should rescue Panthera. Destroy Arms! I'm not controlling this, by the way. Energy connectors linked and combined. Form Voltron. Wait, God, stop flashing. Okay. So this is the base. Let's get out of here. We still haven't destroyed Arms yet. But even if we eliminate him, he may reappear later. Okay. We did, as it turns out, we actually did form Voltron. How about that? What the fuck is that guy? He looks like some kind of, like, C-list kaiju. We have progressed from run and gun to slowly walk and gun. Look, run and gun was unheard of in the olden days. Do any of my other buttons do anything? Apparently not. Supposedly there's limited ammo? I haven't seen it go down yet. Long time since I played, I think you swap between forms in the pause menu. Let's try it. Let's... Triton Alcedes and Panthera. Clunky movement fits for a mech. Ooh, cool. Whip it. Whip it. That's a missile. Let's try the other guy. It's an RPG? I mean, it seems to have RPG elements. Ooh. Doggo. Robo Doggo. That's a hell of a spin he does. Also, why is the background scrolling? Oh, he can't shoot up. That's gonna be a bit difficult. All right, I'm gonna switch back to the first one because I would like to actually level these guys up. You think he gets dizzy? I know, right? How does that even work? 39 to 40, fuck. See someone fall off the Sony Trinitron. All right, so leveling up increases your life bar. I can't tell if it increases your damage too. Transport switches at the end of that low tunnel. Your best suited Panthera, go! Whee! Yeah, these sound effects are a choice. The sound effects are definitely a choice somebody made. Panthera ate a burrito. 30 FPS is actually killing a lot of the visual effects here. Is it? It's not, according to OBS, it's not in 30 FPS. I'm not broadcasting at 30 FPS. Yeah, XP per robot. Oh, I want to hit this thing. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Your bullets were invisible in the last area? I mean, not to me and not in OBS, so. Like, I remember I used to have this problem, and I worked it out in OBS. Yeah. I think, Toast, you might be getting, like, you might be getting scaled down. Oh, this guy, oh god! Arms! Yeah, I think some of y'all are getting your streams like scaled down. No, motherfucker, I pressed the button to change. Try again. Whoa, you make me start over. You made me start the entire stage over? Dude. Well, this is interesting though. You keep all of your experience and stuff. Assuming this game doesn't have limited continues, which I wouldn't think it would. Yeah, they do not share XP. So I actually, if I want to level up Panthera, I have to use Panthera. Also, if I don't do a whole lot of switching back and forth, it should go pretty fast. If you don't like something, it'll just be worse and worse, so you avoid using it, yeah. Maxing out all 4 of them is pretty easy. Ah, shit, I forgot that. Pick up there. This is also not a long stage, so that helps. Oh, I got missiled. I might actually, since I'm a ways off from hitting the next level on that guy, I might work on LCDs for a second. Only affects life totals. Yeah, I didn't notice Triton doing any additional damage, so. Okay, Triton's the only one that can actually shoot up, apparently. Ow, ow, fuckers. I have to do this again. So the game forces robot changes based on that mid-level message. Well, this is an optional side area that we're activating. Increase your max life when you level. You still start with reduced life. I'm not seeing any way to restore life. That is kind of weird, isn't it? This is pretty much the tutorial. I mean, that's basically what first stages are in SNES games. Some way to swap from the mech select to the special weapon select below it. I'll just need to mash some more buttons on that screen, I think. I'll figure it out. Alright, arms time. Get armed with arms. It's arms again. Maybe now. Oh, you get different messages if you have to continue. That's funny. Arms. We have the saddest little cow. Oh, that wasn't cool at all. Ah, there we go. You hit left and right. Oh, okay. Holy shit, okay. Okay. Computer alien looks like a regular alien. Boom! There we go. I just stuck the jizz beam in his eye, and it worked out. I got like 15 experience for that. Arms farts out of existence. A planet covered by water, the ocean sphere is home to Triton. Ooh, me? Oh, fuck. Oh, eat my ass. The cannon is on a flotation device. You must destroy it. Yes, we may be able to use it to ride into the air. Okay. Step out for 2 seconds, the Chromecast crashes. They knew you weren't looking. Are those cannons shooting eyeballs? I think they are. Okay, so it seems like ammunition is for your special weapon. That's good at least. I can't hit that. Pantera! What a waste. There are lots of people that can use eyeballs. There's no way to jump down through surfaces, which is annoying. This energy wave is strong. Sonar readings indicate a submerged control unit. Let's go locate it. Wait, you can't jump high enough for that. Let's bring in LCDs. There we go. The Bull Force. Here it is. Quick, let's destroy it. Our weapons are no use. We need a different way. What? What? No, no, no! Fucking shit ass fuck. Okay, when you die, they take you to the stage select, and the game almost made me do the first stage over again. Maybe your special weapon? Maybe my special weapon. Do you think these are still computer aliens or just regular ass aliens? Oh, I remember. I need T-bombs. I want a T-bomb. LCDs is fine. You can grind earlier levels for XP. Maybe there's... Sorry about that. I don't know what that did. Fuck, it's the... 2 different buttons do your special. How do I T-bomb things? I think I need that. It's on the consumables list, not sure how to swap to it. Me neither. Hello. This is a hole. Life form signals ahead. Is it the enemy? Maybe, can't tell for sure. Careful, there are some unusual readings here. Let's turn this octopus into sushi. Wow, it's too strong for us. We'll be back. So we need to come back later. That's weird. They're not even saying anything this time. By the Act Plasma? I guess I can. Nah, I didn't seem to do it. It's A and B to swap menus. Alright, let's see here. So if I, okay. Here's how this works. If I hit A once, it takes me to this menu. And if I hit B, I go back. So I hit A. I hit A. Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. Woo! That was a struggle. All right, so, oh, there we go. Shit, I pushed the wrong button. That's not it. Can I take this back to that one underwater thing and get in there? Maybe? I have some missiles. The missiles are like homing missiles. They specifically said our weapons weren't working. I think maybe the indication is that none of our weapons are working, so we need something else. Which is maybe this over here. I keep fucking pushing the wrong button. I'm sorry, chat. I apologize for the flashing lights. But as we already used these, I think there was a time bomb pickup here. What is this? Did that go in my inventory? Okay, that didn't appear in my inventory. So it's not a standard consumable or special weapon or something. So maybe that was it. Maybe it's like a remote control for this thing. I don't fucking know. This is a decidedly strange game. This is not what I was expecting from my giant robots. Kind of jumping, going by appearance where you go up while you press and immediately drop when you let go. Characterize so much of this air in my head. Yeah. That's exactly how the jumping works in this too. I think that was HP recovery. True strange is what I'm looking for. Let's see, well. I can try missiles. Yeah, they just go directions. Apparently, I just need to hit it more? What the fuck, game? Apparently, I just didn't hit it enough times. What the honest actual fuck? Eh. Ow, fucking lasered squid. Ow, fucking eyeballs. Those water sprites are ugly. Let's vaporize them. Aw, poor water sprites. They didn't ask for this. Okay, attack. That's what I'm doing. Shut up. Ow. Okay. There's that. I think I want to Is it right here? No, right there. Okay. I've been overcomplicating this. I just need to stand right here and shoot this guy. That's it. No, actually, he moves around. Fuck you, man. Fuck you making this complicated on me. I'm not here to think. So it was in the 80s, an adventure game where you use a certain item wouldn't work, but you had to use it several times to proceed. Yeah. Chad, I'm finding this boss a little lacking. This is not the most fun I've ever had. Hey, recorder there on the community challenge. Good stuff, chat. I'm very curious what kind of horror game y'all are gonna want to do in October. So I think maybe the bosses are scaled towards using your special on them. Because Arms was kind of the same way. I shot Arms a bunch. As soon as I whipped out the laser beam and like blasted him in the eyeball, things went a lot better. Oh, your ammo reserves scale up too. Hollow Sphere, Panthera's Hollow Center. Okay, we're here now. What's beneath all this ice? Jungle. Jungle inside a planet? Look, an underground world warmed by an artificial sun. There's even land in the sky. Did I just die? I think that just starts you over. Yeah! Ow, fuckhead. Ow. Oh, fuck. Okay. I was afraid to commit. I'm afraid of commitment. Mid-level dialogue, this is pretty unique. It is, isn't it? I don't see it in many games. In fact, the only other game I can think of offhand that does this is Cybernator. Ironically, another giant robot game that I honestly really like. I have not beaten Cybernator on stream. I set out to do it one night and I ran out of continues. Ow. Ow. Shit, hang on. I need to switch before I die. So, you don't get health or anything back. You have to use the consumables. Alcetas, do you know the legend about these flowers? No, I don't. What is it? When he is called the giant of white iron awakes, the rose bushes will blossom with buds of joy. Roses, what in the world? I like Cybernator, my favorite NES giant robot game was... His market, I love Metal Warriors. What? You can't be serious. Oh fuck. I think shit just got bad. Get the fuck away from me! What the shit? Don't touch me! Don't touch me, you fuck! Dude, flying crabs and baby birds, I don't need. I don't need the. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Yep, instantly. Instantly! Try again. Giant underground pillar, let's climb it. What? You can't be serious. What did I... Okay, hang on. So you... Okay. Hang on. Wait. I'm gonna let all my weak robots die. Because apparently that's how you get their life back. Panthera actually has torch now. There we go, perfect. Shit and fuck. Oh my god. Panthera is actually kind of ass to control. Panthera is not my favorite robot. I blew up a baby bird. Why don't you fuck all? Oh my god! Try again. Chat, I'm real close to moving on to Super Adventure Island here. Real close. Oh god! What the fuck is up with these centipedes? Centipedes? What the fuck, man? Centipedes! Oh my god, okay. Yeah, controlling this jump is pretty awful. Zardian, I thought this game ruled when I was a stupid little child. I mean, it's not bad, but man, like, it's got some design choices. Like, not restoring any of your health or resources until you die. Super Adventure Island was another childhood favorite. It's rough. You think you can stop us? Not a chance! Grenade. Missile. Ow! Oh, okay, so that's how it's gonna be. Can I just stand over here and blow its arms off? Oh, I don't think you like that! I don't think he's a fan of that idea. Hey! Dude! Okay, yeah, that's a really effective attack if you can just skip my shots and fuck me up whenever you want. That's the grenade. Bro, you can't be doing that. Actually, I guess I should just, I'm gonna need Triton for this and I don't have any healing items, so I should just let him die. Try again. All right, last chance for this game and then moving on. I can't figure out how to get past that fish without getting killed. That fish is the bane of my existence. Oh, you fuck. Alright, fine. We'll go to Alcides. The game definitely gets a lot of credit for some cool-ass robot designs, though. Oh wow, they split. Okay. Alright, Triton. Alright, I'm gonna lazy beam this thing as hard as I can. See, sometimes I just decide to cheat. You need to fart on its balls. I'm trying to get rid of its arms. I really want to get rid of its arms so I can just stand under it and shoot up. But it doesn't seem to like that idea, even though the arms take damage. Alright, fuck that guy, man. This game has some really fucked up hitboxes. There we go. Oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. Yep, that's perfect. That's great. All right, we're good. I think that's enough Zardian for one night. Thank you. Hey.
Very good.
So, neat concept, neat designs in it, but oof. Squid Goggle, thank you so much for the follow. To be fair, the South Park game was better than this. Yeah, this one's... I don't know, there's just... I feel like there's just a few... There are just a few really obnoxious design decisions in this game that hold it back. Walkthrough has a trick to that boss. I'm not surprised. It feels like the kind of boss where there's like a safe spot to it or something. Neat concept, at least. Interesting visuals. The gameplay design is just awful in spots. It also doesn't feel great to play. The jumping, I mean, Hydro observed this earlier. It's one of those games where you hold jump to jump a distance, and when you let go, that's as far as you go, right? Those games also tend to have really stiff jumping, and in this one, it's no different. Panthera, in particular, had a habit of just jumping straight up without any ability to control lateral movement, and that felt really bad, so. But still. Interesting game. Definitely an interesting game. Not my favorite, though. Super Adventure Island. It's time, chat. It's time to return to the tropics. Master Higgins first appeared in the NES version of Hudson's Adventure Island. He returned to reprise his role in Adventure Island for Game Boy and Adventure Island 2 for the NES. Now he's back to explore a big, beautiful paradise on the Super NES. Striking backgrounds and crazy enemies make this the richest adventure yet, but the game's best feature might just be its music. Crank it up and get ready for adventure with a tropical beat. I like the sound of that. So Higgins is hanging out with his lady, and then some dickhead on a broom turns her to stone. So he's off to go fuck him up. Has more to do with the devs not knowing the NES well enough yet. That makes sense, Boot Blacken, because this is still relatively early in the SNES's lifespan. I mean, we're in the middle. We're in the middle of 1992 here, so not even a full year into it. Yuzo Koshiro soundtrack. I must say that I think Master Higgins needs more straw for his life. Time to play an iconic character, Rotund Man with Cap. Master Higgins is actually apparently fairly well known by my wife's generation in Japan. A lot, like, Adventure Island was apparently pretty big in Japan on the NES. I don't know how the series fared past that. I don't know how the NES sequels and the Super Nintendo games fared. I will say this, chat, a bit of a preview for something coming up. Behold the Fury. What's up, Fury Fighter? Good to see you. This one definitely plays like, well, I remember this being a bit more straight platformer than the old Adventure Islands were. No, it's still very Adventure Islandy. Adventure Island 2 on the Super Nintendo is very different. Adventure Island 2 on the Super Nintendo is actually, if I remember correctly, a Metroidvania. With a world map and everything. And I am really curious. I played this when I was a kid. I rented it and I never beat it. I have never played Super Adventure Island 2, and I'm really curious to try that one. It honestly seems like it's in the same vein of, like, Demon's Crest, if you can believe that. Takahashi, yeah. Master Higgins was an actual dude in Japan. Zardian was released even earlier in Japan, so it's basically a year and a half behind the curve. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, so yeah, so really one of the earliest SNES games then. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, we're coming from a hard day in pizza coma. My kids had a pizza party today to celebrate the end of their cheerleading season. So I was invited, but I stayed home to play Cult of the Lamb, which I've been enjoying just fine. All right, Mario Kart soundtrack. Hold up. I need you to stop for a sec. 12 to 18 months is a long time to learn what the hell you're doing with the new hardware. Definitely. Definitely. Of course, it'll be really interesting to compare the quality of Super Nintendo games like 2 or 3 years down the line compared to the stuff we're playing right now. Because I'm pretty sure not every developer is going to improve that much in that time. Super Adventure Island. Uh-oh. That fucking face. He's just like, well, that happened. He looked a little Goku there for a second. Look at early late PS2 games. That's a really good example too. Why was there an attract mode? What the okay. Oh my god! Fuck you. Okay, so yeah, this is the traditional. Oh, hello. This is the traditional Adventure Island with the fruit-powered timer. Oh no! I was really enjoying that skateboard. He looks like a Muppet, not one of the good Muppets, like a background Muppet. Okay. I don't know what's up with his chin. He has a manly man's Bruce Campbell chin. Except it's hard to render such majesty on the Super Nintendo. Ugh! God, I thought I fucked that up. Do I want that though? I don't think I do. Oh, okay. So it's the same weapon but changes the arc. Part overbite, part Habsburg chin. That's just mean, damn. That's what I want. There we go. Whew. The fuck up there. Maybe the third or fourth SNES game I owned, it cannot be understated how much better this sounded than anything else from the console's first few months. This music is exceptionally good. Like, it's definitely worth recognizing. Damn, already in the lava caves. With little candle men. Not fucking around. Ah! Is rock. Oh shit, okay. Oh no! Oh no! He squishes his face when he dies. It's really cute. Yuzo's one of the goats. What other Super Nintendo games did he work on? Because I'm not familiar with the name. This is a learning experience for me. Oh my god! Fuck you. What do y'all think is the most impressive NES games in terms of utilizing the hardware's fullest potential? Like OG NES? Takashi Meijin has this kind of strange crooked smile, so that's what they're going for. I can't figure out how his jump works. Sometimes I get a really high jump off of him, sometimes I don't. I guess it's gotta be a running jump. A little game called Sonic the Hedgehog. OG NES. OG NES. Hello. Whoa, Nelly. Okay, I gotta wonk him in the head. I think we're getting there. Oh, that's flashing's really obnoxious. Ah! Holy fuck shits! Okay, I did it. Choose your rage, act razor, ease. Oh, okay. On one hand, I'm a bit boggled with the attire of a grass-skirt baseball cap. On the other, I suspect at least one of my relatives in Hawaii is wearing exactly that at some point. On the NES, I would probably say, I think the Ninja Gaiden games were some of the most visually impressive games I played. I remember actually here on the Power Hours being very impressed with Monster in My Pocket. That game had some exceptional level design and animations. Being chased by a fucking penguin! The penguin's coming for me, shit! Bastard. I think NES, yeah, Kirby's Adventure is a very impressive looking game. Yuzo did the Ninja Gaiden soundtrack as well. Holy shit, this dude is legendary. Well, I'm glad I finally have a name to put with these songs, Boot Blacking. Thank you. This impressive game is probably Game Boy game is probably that Star Fox predecessor. Oh, what was that? X? Honestly, what the fuck are these guys? I'm still really impressed with the second Batman game on Game Boy. Like, it wasn't super fun to play, but man, the animations in that game were honestly incredible. Fuck! Penguin. And the Kirby drop it like it's hot thing stuck in my head. Penguins are little dickheads. Shit, fuck. Ugh. Okay, there's... Okay. That little fucker! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Look at his... Bro. Bro. Fucking flying, homing sea lions. Where the fuck they are. Fisher also did Portrait of Ruin? Oh shit. Dude has really been around. I am a big time Portrait of Ruin stan. I know it's not the Castlevania fan base's favorite game, but it's one of my favorites. I think I got a bonus thing. Oh fuck. Okay. Dude, look at that pose when he's going. Milk. Does body fucking good. Perfect one up. That is a cool ass bonus stage. I love it. I am so dumb. God damn it. I can't get that right. We all think of doing arcade versions of some of our favorite and torturous NES classics. I would be down for that if they're not too hard to find. Could be some very interesting comparison. You're not getting me this time. Piece of shit. Rambo Arcade. Rambo Arcade game is a very different breed of game. I'm really not sure what to do here. Ah, okay. Alright, that's what I need to do, apparently. That was the end of the stage! God damn it! Ah! Was the Arcade Ninja guy in a Streets of Rage Final Fight deal?
They Victus!
Okay, that was cool. They Victus indeed. I have no fucking memory of this level. This is weird. Suddenly we're Jonah. Whale shouted Ve Victus. Look how the brim folds up on his cap. Dude, this game has beautiful sprite work. This is a fantastic looking game. That was a big reason why I wanted to rent it when I was a kid. Like, I'm I'm a low-key fan of the Adventure Island games, but I was mainly interested in playing this as a kid because Nintendo Power made it look beautiful, and it is in fact a very beautiful game. I really like the whole vibe of this level, honestly. Like the music and the gently undulating innards. Like, this is honestly really cool. This is the chillest I've ever been swimming through the entrails of a whale. Yuzo Koshiro really said I'm gonna... Yuzo Koshiro really said I'm gonna put baby making R&B music inside a whale. What the... All right, there's a big fucking octopus in here. Oh, little fishies went to heaven. How the fucking hell? Oh, that's how we do it. Okay. I get it. Okay. Fortunately, bosses in this do not take many hits. Of course, that's kind of dependent on me actually fucking hitting them. There we go. Even the explosions are beautiful. Oh, look at him. Chilling with the Villy. Well. Dude, this whole game is just vibing. Oh, shit. There we go. Hit this guy. Holy fuck. Okay. Nanas! I need the nanas. Oh fuck, okay. Ooh, there we go. Master Higgins is harassed by insects of all sorts. Shit. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, good. God Christ. A lot of users' music is on streaming services, including Streets of Rage. Perfect. Oh, cool. Okay. I'm really happy I have a name for all these like great compositions. Because now I can look them up. The fuck? Shit getting weird, chat. Yeah. Boy! Oh, fuck. Okay, well, that didn't work out. Cave! Fuck you, ghost flying piranha fish head thing. Y'all big Streets of Rage 4 fans? I watched some of Streets of Rage 4 when people were streaming it. It looked like a good time. This is a minecart set. It's a mine unicycle? Oh lord. Oh lord. Oh fuck. Oh man, I fucked that up. Tell me I can get another one, game. Tell me I can get another one, please. Please. Shit. I fucked it. I fucked it, chat. Higgins is just like, well, what do I do with my life now? Ah! The way he claps his cheeks when he dies is so funny. Probably not the cheek clapping you're used to, but still. Oh, you even get a little bit of the momentum off of the cart. There we go. Yeah. Beacon's thick. No! Fuck me! It is so hard to stay in the cart if you jump. Ah! Okay. Okay, don't jump if you can help it. Hey, there we go. Several EO tracks are part of my regular driving music. Nice. Different cheek clapping. You have several cheeks you can clap. And the context in which they can be clapped varies, honestly. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? Wait, what the fuck? Wait, what the fuck? The hell kind of boss is this? Holy shit. Dude, that was wild. That was a really cool boss. It's a Battletoad snake you can finally take revenge on. This game is great. This game is really, really great. Whoa there, champion. Idiot. Hurry! Okay. Oh, cool. Your boomerang actually gets them from behind. Exactly what I wanted to hear. All right, there we go. Whoa. Man, I really wish I was. Oh fuck! No, no! God damn it! Shit! Fuck! The skateboard got me killed in that one. Is that the weird chain link from Lemmings? Yeah, basically. Oh fuck! God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! Shit! No! 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 Fuck you! Alright. Shit! Fuck. Okay. Ugh! God damn it, god damn it. Okay. Alright, 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 alright. We're good, we're good, we're good! Oh shit! That guy was out for blood. Sudden reggae dub. Yeah, dude can do all kinds of genres. Boss track is titled Hot Reception, which I think is appropriate. Yeah, the boss track is fantastic. That was so close. Oh, fuck. Okay, those guys don't go down so easy. Okay. Those guys take some work to put down. Man, this is a pretty game. I can't get over it. This game looks so good. This game looks good. This game sounds good. Man, give this one the 92 award for graphics and sound. It better, dude, it better at least get a nomination. Shit. Fuck, shit, ass. No! Dude, these little assholes on the balloons or something else. Whoa, 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 fucker. If this wins, Block wins. I mean, Block looks and sounds great too, honestly. That was the reason I picked that game up. Gameplay is... I guess it's not the gameplay, it's the level design. Level design in Block is, Alright. God, these water stages are the best, man. These water stages are so delightfully chill. Plock deserved a better game, I agree. I feel like Plock... I think you could probably fix Plock just with a little bit of balancing. Like, I honestly think you could probably turn Plock into a really, really solid game with just, with a little light ROM hacking. Change some damage values, make it a little, take out some of the stuff you have to get in some of the bigger collectathon levels, and I think you'd be golden, honestly. Plock is an amazing concept. Plock is an amazing concept and an amazing aesthetic that's just not very well served by the game he's in. Plock reassembled. Plock doesn't get bad until Island 2, strong agree. Strong agree. Plock starts out great. Actually, I would go so far, well, nah, the second island is a bit onerous. I feel like Plock really gets bad when you get to the flashback level. That's where the game really falls apart for me. Holy, what in the shit? Some motherfucker with a lightsaber. How do you want me to handle this exactly, game? Okay, maybe not jumping on the lightsaber. Maybe that's a bad idea. Gameplay here's a little weak. Could at bare minimum make the boss a little tougher? I suppose that's true. Yeah, the bosses in this game go down incredibly fast. Falcom, Darth Vader. It's true, I am throwing balls of light. Actually, Axe might be better for this, come to think of it. Fat sea lions get me every time. Interesting that they make you do the final stage over again. Like in its entirety, to challenge the boss. How do I hit this fucker? I can't even hit this guy. I don't like that. I don't like that, chat. So apparently I gotta dunk him high up on the head and then he collapses and then maybe I can do damage to him then. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what I was screwing up. You have to commit fully, which is a very scary proposition. I'm not confident enough to do that. At least I get to keep hearing this sweet boss theme. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. That was almost my ass. Okay, so that's it. That's it. We just... We get him to commit to sorting, and then we jump into it. Okay, that's not so bad. Oh, God. Okay. I guess that's what killed me that one time. No! Shit! Fuck! God damn it! Fuck! God! Shit! So close. DRS is bad game design? I don't know about that. I think it's legitimately interesting that you have a boss where you have to commit, like you have to commit to hitting him or you die to do damage to him. Fuck, what a place to die. I mean, I'm pretty sure he only takes like 5 hits or something. Is in keeping with the other bosses in this game. The jumps in this game look sus. Okay, so yes. The height at which you jump is dependent on how fast you are moving. And you don't have a run button in this. So if you jump from standstill, you do a very, very, very short hop. If you jump right after starting to move, you'll do a medium hop. And if you jump while moving at your normal speed, you'll do your high hop. Not the biggest fan of that game design. We have one hit KO. That's fair. I think honestly, I'm so fond of this game and its vibe that I'm kind of giving a pass on that maybe it doesn't deserve. Yeah, I got fiery balls now, so maybe this will help. Down and up for a high jump? I didn't know that. Oh, there it is. Jesus, that's a high jump. Oh, maybe that's how you're supposed to do this? Although I can't figure out how exactly that works. I think that's what you're supposed to do. Oh no, it's just down and jump. Okay. Okay, that works. That works. Amazingly, this game is a lot easier when you know the game mechanics. Alright, I think area 5 is the final area. I think. But since I'm down to 1 life and no continues, I don't think I'm gonna finish this tonight. Oh shit, fuck, no! In fact, this might be the end of our adventures right here. Fucking penguins. Fucking Pingu. Cuts our adventure islanding short. No! I hit the one behind him somehow. How the fuck did I hit the one behind him? Hitbox! Alright, well, that's Super Adventure Island. Stop dying so fast. I remember when I rented this game. I made it to the final boss, and this guy. I got to the motherfucker on the broom, and I couldn't figure out how to beat him. So I've always wanted to come back and beat this game, and I guess that's not destined to happen tonight. As it turns out. Any chance of playing through Super Adventure Island 2 where it becomes an action RPG Metroidvania sort of deal? I was talking about that earlier. I was talking about how it's a Metroidvania, and I've always been really, really curious about it because I never got the chance to play it back when it was out. So yes, definitely. As long as it's not like, as long as it doesn't have any like fucked up parts or difficulty, I wouldn't mind doing a full playthrough of that. Bad Zelda 2 clone. Well, I happen to love Zelda 2, so it may appeal to me more than it does you. We'll see. We'll see. Adventure Island 4 is a Metroidvania too. Have I played that one? Let's play some Hide Glide. No, that's a terrible idea. I thought it was interesting. Reminds you of where the Wonder Boy games went, which makes sense since Adventure Island 1 was a reskin of Wonder Boy. 500. Well, can you say percent more than 0? Really? Played it briefly as Japan only. Okay. Maybe I remember that. I might be getting it mixed up in my head with something else that was unexpectedly a Metroidvania. There are a shocking number of games. Wow, even the attract mode almost got fucked by those same penguins. Oh, they did. Even the attract mode got fucked by those penguins. There's a surprising number of unexpected Metroidvanias and like Zelda 2 style adventure games on these consoles, and it's been a real pleasure finding them. I have played Hide Glide. I played a lot of Hide Glide. I played enough Hide Glide that I don't feel the need to ever go back to Hide Glide. Just such a huge departure from the Adventure Island formula. I mean, as long as it's an interesting game, I'm willing to give it a try. And I do have a soft spot for both Metroidvanias and Zelda 2 style games. I beat Zelda 2 for the first time last year, was it? And I had a fantastic time doing it. And then I found a really cool ROM hack of Zelda 2 called Amita's Curse, and I did a full playthrough of that. And that, if you can believe it, was even better. Higgins, what the fuck? Higgins, what the fuck are you doing? How are you conjuring fruit out of midair? But virtual Hide Glides? Yeah, what about it? Yeah, apparently there's a bunch of hidden fruits and items and stuff in this that you have to throw your weapon at to find. Like, I guess that bonus area was one of them. Virtual Hide Glide are one of the only games that actually make you motion sick. Holy shit. Might not treat me so well then. So. Anyway, chat, I think we may have come to the end of our adventures for the evening. It's about that time, and I think we've got enough material left in the magazine for one more full evening. Because we have 2 more Super Nintendo games to check out, and then everybody's favorite section, the section we simply cannot do without. Boot Blacking, thank you so much for the follow. Glad you're enjoying your time here. So yeah, we got to the Snowy Hills. There was a dark level, and then that tower that we saw in the attract mode, and then yeah, Dark Cloak. I never figured out how to beat this guy. Maybe sometime I will come back to this game and figure it out. Perhaps. Some pretty nice maps. Oh my god, they laid out the tree for 3-1 sideways. I guess that's smart. Made everything else fit in there pretty well. I have something to request if it ever makes the most peripheral repeat appearance. What is that, Satellite? You've got me. Oh no. It's coming, chat. But yes, we have Contra 3: The Alien Wars to look forward to next time. Coming from someone who actually kind of thought the Sega Genesis Hydlide was an okay game, Virtual Hydlide was awful. So yes, when we return to the Power Hours, next, it'll be Contra 3, it'll be... What was it? What was the other one, real quick? Oh, Super Soccer. We may or may not be playing Super Soccer, depending on how interested you are in that. Don't think you have Smart Ball, Fair Enough Shake, or Super Salty that night, at least by the time you got to it. I kind of remember that. Yeah, I was not in the best of shape that evening. We'll see. We'll see. So, schedule. Let's talk about what we're gonna be doing the coming week. We're gonna play the Smart Ball, play the original Jelly Boy. Was Jelly Boy also on Super Nintendo, or was that an NES game? Or another system entirely? Okay. So let's talk about the schedule real quick. So as you all know, I'm off every Sunday. I won't be streaming tomorrow night. On Monday, we'll come back to our current weird old game playthrough, and that will be Dungeon Keeper. We'll be in the late dungeons of that. We're in the back like third, I think. We should be able to finish it next week. Normally we'd be doing that Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. However, we will be doing Dungeon Keeper Monday and Wednesday because on Tuesday, Gloomwood is entering early access, and I'm insanely excited for that game, it being a spiritual successor to the Thief series, published by New Blood Interactive, who I fucking love. So we're gonna spend the evening taking a long first look at that. On Wednesday, more Dungeon Keeper, hopefully finishing it. We'll be returning to Power Hours next Thursday. I do Power Hours every Thursday and Saturday. Thursday, I think we should be able to finish this magazine. We'll do Contra 3, we'll maybe do Super Soccer, and then we have to survive Robin George, and we're in the clear. We'll be good and golden. Next Friday, I'm not sure. I'm not planning anything specific for next Friday yet. I may need it to finish Dungeon Keeper. There may be something going on Steam that inspires me to do The Wheel. I don't know. We shall see. So, with that said, chat, let me go find somebody for us to raid. Let's see who's up and doing things that are fun to watch. Let's see. How's about... how about we go hang out with Bassy? Bassy is maybe... I'm not sure what Bassy's playing. Something retro, something with apes? Ape Escape? Monkey Ball? I don't remember. Something going on... Heresy! Heresy. How dare you? How dare we? Monkey Ball, maybe? I don't know. Alright, chat. Anyway, thank you so much for coming out tonight. All y'all that have wandered in tonight to join us for the Power Hours. Glad you enjoyed it. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. And yeah. I'm really looking forward to playing this. I love Super Contra 3. My favorite Contra. Not that I've played a whole lot of them, just the first 3, honestly. I never even played the third NES one, which we will get to pretty soon in the magazine, I think. Anyway, I'm rambling. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight and joining me for the Power Hours once again. Hopefully, I will see you all on Monday for the continuation of Dungeon Keeper. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.